Hello and welcome to Group Alpha Week 10 Blog 5. I'm Corrine and I'm presenting on behalf of myself and Eva. Just before we go into the bread and butter of this week's blog, we would like to draw your attention to the illustration we have chosen at the top. We chose this picture as it symbolises the current situation in global health leadership, particularly between two great global players, China and the United States. Just like the two cavemen pulling the cart, America is seen as turning its back on, running away from global commitments, such as the Paris Agreement on Climate Change and the Trans-Pacific Partnership Agreement. America is seen as putting all of its eggs into one basket, so to speak, and too busy running away, segregating themselves apart from the rest of the world. While this is happening, China is doing the exact opposite. It has created the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, which includes ASEAN plus 6 other regional states: China, Japan, Korea, Australia, New Zealand, and India. Together, they account for nearly 20% of global GDP. And instead of building walls and keeping others away, China is building roads and belts in an effort to bring people together through mutual respect and mutual benefit. The Executive Director of UNAIDS, Michel Sidibe, rephrased the vision of the Belt and Road Project as a road for peace, a road for economic integration, a road for innovation, research and development, including vaccines, a road for inclusiveness and reducing poverty, and a road for people-to-people connections. All these roads lead to a better health, and this is what we've put the basis of our blog on. So first off, we had a look at China and what is going on in China domestically. Over the past 35 years has seen enormous economic growth and development in China. It has risen from a low to middle income country and from an aid recipient to a major aid donor, with an estimated 500 million people no longer living in poverty. With this growth came the establishment of a healthcare network covering urban and rural areas, including a system for preventative health services and social security network. Next, we went on to look at China as a global health leader. Recently, China has introduced a multitude of global initiatives. Collectively, these initiatives aim to promote effective international partnerships as well as improved health outcomes, and some of them I mentioned earlier before. However, the question must be asked, these initiatives have been manifesting in the background, and why is China and all its initiatives not noticed until now? Internationally, China has stepped up on all fronts. Recently, with the US withdrawing their support of the Paris Agreement, China's climate change strategies and active involvement is now in the limelight. It can be argued that this withdrawal has triggered China's move to reach for the global leadership baton, stepping up on all fronts to combat climate change. The Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership is more important than ever as it's promoting transparent trade for middle to low income countries, ensuring adequate access to essential medicines and vaccines. And arguably the most important initiative launched by the President is the Belt and Road Initiative, which I mentioned before. The Belt and Road Initiative allows a platform for the country to move to develop effective north to south and south to south and triangular regional and international partnerships. China has also developed the China-Harvard Africa Network and the BRICS New Developmental Break. And it has overall increased aid into multilateral funding pools. So what are the concerns as China as the global health leader? This all sounds too good to be true.